Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. On the Solana chart, situation since the last video hasn't really changed. We pushed a little bit higher, not unexpected, given that in the last video, if you watched it late yesterday, I shared with you that we should still push a little bit higher. I mean, ideally, I'd really like to see that third wave get to $208 plus. We want to share a couple of ways how the price could get there, and I want to talk to you about the relevant support levels right now. The idea is that a fourth wave bottomed on the 5th of August, okay, and that's still the view, and that will remain the view. And the first indication that this is not the case would be a break below $143. That would begin the, let's say, the topping process confirmation. Actually, we can adjust this support area slightly based on the overnight high that happened. It's not really changing. So $143.80, a break below it, a sustained break below it would be a first indication that something different is playing out. In this case, we're in a third wave up, so we only have 3 waves up from the August low. So that means it's still a very fragile structure. It's also very much overlapping, so I don't like the look of it, but it's just very messy, right? So it's still printing higher highs and higher lows, clear uptrend at the moment. We've broken above the upper boundary line of our trend channel here that we've been observing and watching for quite some time. And the idea is that, if this is the move up, we're now in the late stage of a third wave. So let's zoom in a little bit. The idea is that wave 2 bottomed on the 6th of September. We have an ABC structure, so this could have been the A wave, this could have been the B wave, and maybe we're now in the C wave. This is one way of looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this could be the 5th wave that takes us to $208 plus. Why $208? Because that's the first ideal first, not the maximum. I have to say that, right? It's always when I say that, we get to a target, people are like, oh, where's the pullback? There's no, this is the first ideal target. The trend is still up. So I wanted to get to $208.59 next. Can easily go higher, right? Can easily go higher. The purpose of the wave counts is to understand what are the next upside levels to watch, what are reasonable targets, minimum targets, expected targets, and what's the support area. And as long as we're holding support, the focus can be on higher prices. And there's typically a micro support and one that's a little bit further away. Once the initial micro support breaks, the price is likely going to test the more stable one, the more relevant one, which in this case is $143.82 to $160. For now, the focus can be on higher. A couple of ways how we can get to higher prices. So as I said, we're either in the 5th wave up, but that would need to be quite extended to get to $208.59. Another scenario would be that we say, okay, what is if the A wave is actually here? This here was the B wave, and we're now pushing higher more aggressively to maybe 250, 270 plus in a C wave more directly. That's possible, right? We don't know that yet, but that's why I said we are tracking support, and only when support breaks, we can indicate a top. In this case, it would be this, right? We would say, okay, maybe I'll highlight that in green. We have this kind of as an alternative pathway that we just need to be prepared for. Of course, the market can extend higher, very common in a third wave, right? Very common. We just need to understand that as long as support holds, the focus can be on higher. And the higher it extends, the more aggressive it obviously could be in the C wave and the third, and then also support for the 4th wave will shift higher and so on. But that's stuff for the future. We don't know that yet. Overall, I think what we need to keep in mind, even in the green count, we shouldn't break now below $143.80. So that's the key risk level. As long as we stay above that level, there is no sign for a major top. I think that's important to understand. When there are pullbacks, I will offer support areas which can be opportunities. So shared with you one yesterday where we said, okay, if we are indeed in this 5th wave to the upside, then support, micro support, really the nearest support is between $175.65 to $182.40. That's the measured FIB area based on the length of this internal third wave. So far, we're holding above support, no sign of not even a local top in place. And against that support area, the focus can be on higher, maybe ideally a little bit higher to complete a proper 5-wave move. We already visually, as you can see, have 5 waves. So if we now see a pullback, I might consider this 5-wave move complete. And then it will be between the yellow count, which would be, okay, is this a 4th wave pullback already of the larger degree? Or do we get a more aggressive 1, 2 in green? 3, 4, 5. Let me put it onto the chart. But this would be, again, green count, more aggressively bullish. What's the main risk level? Still this one. I prefer to show you the lower one because there's no point going for the more aggressive one and then you get stopped out and you're all bearish, but then actually it finds support here and still takes off. So it's always worth knowing what is the lowest possible support in a bullish scenario. So at least from what I can see right now, that's this. In this immediate structure to the upside, yeah, that's worth tracking. But then again, yeah, of course, I mean, there will be support for this wave 2, which there's no point putting that onto the chart yet. So what it means is, in simple words, first of all, we would need a break below $175.65 for an indication that a local top has formed. Then I can give you support for this wave 2, and then we can track wave 4 as well, if that wave 2 support breaks as well, right? It's worth exploring the direct pathway because this scenario will be tested first. Yeah. But at the moment, there isn't even an indication of not even a local top. Not even a local top, and it could still extend a bit higher. But now that we have actually visually 5 waves complete or nearly complete, obviously the risk of a pullback increases again. Yeah, we had a support area here to which the price reacted, so we rallied from support, broke out, and now that we've moved quite a bit, obviously the next pullback should be due. Not happened yet. Again, that's why we're tracking these Fibonacci levels. Yeah. Important to understand that today we have to expect some volatility due to the Fed interest rate decision. There's likely going to be a reduction. Some of that is already priced in. We might not see much movement, but we might see some seemingly random volatility. So again, don't be surprised. This is a week in which we expected a lot of volatility. And yeah, this week has not been disappointing so far. So that's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. If you're interested in the membership, you can check it out. The link is in the video description, takes you to our website. On the subscriptions page on that website, you can actually watch a couple of videos that explain the ins and outs of the membership. With different coins covered for gold members. You get access to all of these Tradingview live charts. You see all the changes live on the chart when we make them. So there's always an updated chart available for you. If you're interested, check it out. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.